Hello, everyone. Good to see you again. And I have another new theme for you today as well. And let's hope there is no fog or mist holding up the view. Like yesterday, it looked like I was in a fog or a mist. Thank you once again for being here. Our team. I feel good. How about you? And thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much. You're the first one on my live stream today. Good morning to you as well. So, Uncle, 10 o'clock means it's 8:30 in the morning for you. What time do you usually get up? What time do you usually get up? 4:30 a.m. usually. Wow, that's very, very early. Sometimes I'm awake from 4 o'clock. I don't have fixed time. Sometimes I'm awake from 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Then I'm doing posting my video for the day onto YouTube and things like that and social media. So I sometimes get up for a pee break. So when I get up, I do that. Then I just get back into bed. And then around 6 o'clock, I hop out of bed. So around 6 o'clock, I then finally hop out of bed. So 6 o'clock is my deadline. But sometime when I'm up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I don't go back to sleep. Then I sit down. Um, I'm very fond of. Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't have. I don't have. I don't have. I left my phone. Just give me a minute. I need to get my phone. Yeah, sorry about that. I needed to get my phone, and I by mistake left it far away from me. Usually, I keep everything I need. I keep it around me. So usually, I get up early in the morning. When I get up, then I do a lot of things. One of the where is that gone now? So, Anku, talking about today's theme, how do you feel when you first get up in the morning? How do you feel when you first get up in the morning? You feel good, you're happy, you feel lazy. Like what is your reaction? What is your feeling when you first thing you get up in the morning? How do you feel, Anku, when you get up first thing in the morning? Oh, Saliram, Saliram. Nice to see you, Saliram. Last time I had asked you, what's your first name and where are you from? If you can, please write that before you leave this live stream. What is your name? Is your name Saliram or do you have another name? And where are you from, Saliram? So if you can just mention that before you go away. Yes, I also feel very happy when I get up. In fact, one of the first things, and when I was doing this live stream, when I was preparing the thumbnail and things like that this morning to upload it, I suddenly realized that I've been so busy in these last few days. Like yesterday, I went out, and day before yesterday, I went out. So I've been a bit too busy these last few days, and it suddenly struck me that, oh my God, I have been forgetting. When I get up, usually when I get up, the first thing when I open my eyes, I always thank God for being alive and bringing me to another day. And this morning, I realized that this last few days, I have not been doing that. So it was a wake up call for me today. It's very good. I just thought of this theme. So it was a wake up call for me. So yes. Um, Otherwise, I've been all this time for a long time. I've always been the first thing I my eyes open in the morning. I thank God for another day. It's great to be alive. There are so many people who do not get up for another day. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on my theme for today. That's great. Anku, I'm waiting for you also. Whenever you pass by again, just let me know what are your feelings. And Saliram, does the feeling change throughout the day, or do you just remain happy throughout the day? For me, the feelings do change. The feelings do change because it depends on the kind of day that I am going through. Like now, for example, day before yesterday, I went to visit a particular place, and I suddenly the thought entered into my mind, why don't I do a live stream while I'm traveling? So I set it up and I started a live stream while traveling. Then I decided when I'm returning, I will take another live stream because the city of Bangkok is really very, very beautifully lit up for the Chinese New Year. Here, like for example, the Chinese New Year is like celebrated for a whole month from 1st of February till the end of February. It's really, celebrated to a large extent. So I was just thinking, but what happened? My battery ran low. My battery died, in fact. And I did take a power bank with me, but in the power bank, I have, oh, where is that? In the power bank, I have another charger for my old phone, and I have forgotten to take a charger for my new phone. So even though I had a power bank, I couldn't charge my phone. I felt so sad, and the view was beautiful, beautiful. The view was with all the lighting and things like that. So I was determined that yesterday I will go again. Yesterday I decided I will go again, and it's very far, but I again went, took a bus, and I had to go during the day because the previous day I got back very late and it was a night. There was no transport. I had to take a taxi home. So I decided, let me go again and do a live stream. So I went, but unfortunately, I had to travel during the day. So things were not really lit up that much to see one side of the road, but the main lighting was the other side of the road when I'm returning. But then at that bus stop, the crowd was so much. The bus was coming packed. I left one bus, and then another bus came, and then I said again that bus, there was only standing place. So I didn't know what to do. Anyhow, I got in. Otherwise, it will be very late for me to come home. So I got into the bus and I said, to the viewers, I said, maybe I'll switch off. But then I said, okay, I have a little bit of an angle. Let me just keep the video on and see. Then I was lucky to get a place to sit down, but the place was not on the left hand side, which I wanted. It was on the right hand side of the bus, so it was facing the opposite road. So that's not the view I wanted. I wanted the view on my side of the road. But what to do? Beggars cannot be choosers, right? So I just continued, and whatever I could shoot, if I could move the camera the other side, I tried to do that. But that also was difficult because lots of people standing in the way, lots of people standing in the way. So uh, I had no other option, right? I had no other option. What I'm supposed to do. So I just carried on with my live stream. I said, let me just carry on with my live stream. So that's what I did. I carried on with my live stream. And then my battery started running low, and I taken a new charger, so I was able to connect it. But it wasn't really, it was not worth the trip. It's really sad. So what I'm going to do is, I'll take a break for now. Maybe next week I will go again, and this time I will take the bus right up to the terminal, and from the terminal I will get into another empty bus, and then I will come back. So I have a window seat just where I want it. And what will be better is if I took a seat right in front, so that way the windscreen is very huge compared to a window. So I will do that. I will take a live stream from the front. So that's what I'm going to do next week. So that would be a better live stream, and that lighting is fantastic. So we just have to do what we have to do, right? So thank you, Saliram. Just want to know your name and where you are from. So that is why I say the mood keeps changing. It was a little frustrating, but then when you cannot help it, there's nothing you can do, it's not in your hands, then the best thing to do is just accept the situation and make the best of it. That's what I did then. I made the best of it. I remained happy, I remained cheerful, and could show so many new things, right? Could show so many different things. I showed the traffic. I showed how people on their motorcycle, how they go in between the traffic, like on the divider, riding on the divider, the line between the two lanes. They are riding, and how the traffic keeps to their lane, so that they let the riders go through. So motorbike riders and all can go through, and you don't see that many times in other countries, but here it is like so. Every divider, wherever, if there's 3 lanes or there's 4 lanes, you always find every lane is filled with motorcycles passing through, and even between the outermost lane, or should I say the innermost lane, so even between that and the sidewalk, there is enough space for the traffic, for the motorcycles to go through. So this is very unique feature I found here in Thailand. I found this very unique feature. I don't know in other places, but in Bangkok, I found this a unique feature here in Bangkok, that they leave space for motorcycles to ride on the dividing line between 2 lanes. Some are very skilled, especially the delivery guys are very, very skilled. The delivery guys and the motorcycle taxi guys, very skilled there. So there was a Thai family in Bangkok. I used to visit sometimes. They're good friends. They became, and sometimes when I'm coming home, they would get a worker to drop me, or if it was a little late, then the wife would drop me home. And my heart used to be in my mouth because I was so scared the way she was riding between traffic. But so they are so skilled, so skilled. They have been used to doing it from a young age. You see over here, people, students going to school, they are riding scooters and motorcycles and all. And sometimes they are taking two kids along with them, like they are definitely below age to even have a legal motorcycle license. So they are riding without motorcycle. Nobody says anything. Cops don't stop them. That too, very few of them will ever wear a helmet. Very few. The other day, I just saw one schoolgirl wearing a helmet, but the pillion was not wearing any helmet. And most of the time, people are not wearing helmets. So that's an added danger, not wearing a helmet. In the previous province where I lived for 2.5 years, I was riding a motorcycle. Another Thai family there, they lent me their motorcycle to use. So for 2.5 years, I was riding that. I bought a helmet to be safe. But then later on, I said, I don't have a license. So last year, February, I went and got my Thai car license and motorcycle license. So yes, my mood does change from during the day, but I'm mostly happy. I try to stay happy. There might be a temporary kind of a phase when something comes my way, but I still make the best of the situation, and that keeps me going. That keeps me happy. And night, of course, I'm happy at night as well. It's time to sleep, and before sleeping, also just pray. I wake up in the morning. So I should remember this. I get up and start with my YouTube last few days, but and I'm forgetting to thank God for bringing me through another day. Where are you? I usually come on live stream in the morning because I want to uh, s- give a chance to the people in the West, especially US and all. There are a few US viewers who come, so I want to give them an opportunity to be here. That's my reason for coming in the morning. Otherwise, usually the evening suits me better, but in the evening it's like 5 o'clock their time or earlier, and people in Europe and things like that, it's also early morning for them. I mean, uh, like UK, it's like still early morning, so they don't have an opportunity for that. Hello, where is everyone? Where is everyone? Where is everyone? Where? Where? I just many times I just keep humming, and I don't really hum any particular song in mind. Many times I just hum something of my own. I wish I knew how to write musical notes and, play the guitar or something, so I could write down the music that I am humming. Sometimes it's quite nice. Or perhaps like if I write it down and then I could play it, and then I would be able to understand where I can tweak it and change it a little bit. But unfortunately, I cannot write music notation. I only like to listen to music and be a bathroom singer, like many people. So I just hum something like, just on my own make up my own concoction. Talking about, your are you feeling good? Are you happy? How do you feel during the day? How do you feel in the morning when you get up? Since of late, I've been talking about Julie Andrews and the Sound of Music, and there is a nice song there. I forget the full lyrics, but it goes something like, it's more like a monologue. Okay, it's more like a monologue song. So she's like almost like talking to herself, and then she begins to sing. And so she says like, "What will this day be like? I wonder. What will this day be like? I wonder." And then she begins to like talk and sing it and all that. So it's like my today's theme. What will this day be like? I wonder. When you get up in the morning, you wonder how your day will go through. You plan your day to do so many things. Sometimes they work to your advantage, many times they do not. But I think we all have to make the best of it. Like there was one time in Dubai, and I was driving back from a particular place, and the traffic, there was a lot of traffic, and I had to take a left turn. So I was moving along with the other car, but I was making sure I do not block the intersection. So at one time when I came to this particular intersection to take a left turn, I started to move, but then I realized the fellow ahead of me, he had stopped. So I quickly stopped. So I came just a little into the intersection. I came a little bit, but the other guy was fully stuck over there. And one guy who was coming, well, I was not really blocking the full lane. He could have easily just gone a little bit around me because I was like near the borderline, kind of, you can say. So he could still go, around me a little bit. But he kept horning and horning and horning, and I couldn't move back because traffic behind me, there was no place to move back. I would bump into the fellow behind. So I just beckoned to him, like, go around me. Like I was telling him, go around just a little bit. No, he was so adamant. And then he came out of the car, slammed his door, and started pounding, literally pounding on my bonnet, the bonnet of my car. He started literally pounding, shouting so much, shouting loud. He was shouting in Arabic. From his accent, I came to know I understood he is Egyptian, and I let him do his pounding. What to do if somebody is agitated like that? It's better to keep your cool, right? So I let him pound. Then when he finished pounding, he came to my window. So I rolled my window down. Then he started yelling. I said, "Sorry, I only speak English. You Muslim? You are fasting. It was Ramadan time. It was Ramadan time. You are fasting and you are showing anger. Very sad. Very sad. Allah, the God is Allah, right? The Muslim. I said, Allah will not accept your fast for today. because he started speaking in English when I said I don't know Arabic. Yeah, he said, "Oh, I have to go home. I have to break my fast," you know. And then that's when I said, "Oh, you're Muslim, you're Egyptian, you Ramadan time. You want to go home and break your fast? No use," I said. No use. Allah is not going to accept your fasting for today. Allah will not accept because you show anger. Allah says, be patient. Do not be angry. During Ramadan is the more time you have to exercise control over yourself. So today, Allah is not going to accept your fasting. So why are you yelling and screaming? In fact, ask Allah for forgiveness to accept your fasting day and be good and kind. You can go around. The fellow looked at me shocked. Like he must be thinking, how the hell does this fellow know so much about my religion? So he just looked at me. He walked back to his car. He started his car and he went around. So yeah, that was an incident that took place. So and it's true. In the Quran, the Muslim religious book, they have all the do's and don'ts, and they also have, like, if you cannot do something, how can you make up for that? So for example, like this guy, let's say today, I mean that day, he he was angry and pounding and showing so much temper, so his God will not accept his fasting for that day. So even though he fasted the whole day, his God will not accept the fasting, will not accept it, which means to make it up, he will have to fast one extra day. So anytime in the year, he has to again fast. He has to again fast for one more day. So he must have realized what I said was right. He didn't think about that part of it. So many people, they profess to be religious, but they are not conscious about their religion. And that is when they get the human feelings take over. That's why I was saying, how do you feel when you get up in the morning till you get to bed at night and during the day? How do you feel? Because we cannot feel. Nobody can say, "Oh, I am happy 24/7." Nobody is happy 24/7. Today's life is so stressful. There's so many things that happen. You know, if you're working for somebody else, your boss gets irritated, your boss yells and screams. Colleagues, you have problem with colleagues. If you have your own business, that is also a problem with distributors and workers and all those kind of things. Recession, so that also is something that would affect you. So it's that way. So I don't think anybody can ever honestly say that they are happy 24/7. But yes, we try to make the best of situations, and so we try to be as happy as we can. That is what is important. That is what is important. Make the best of life. It's very true. I need to make the best of life. Whatever is within our power, we should do it. Because remember, you feel anger or you feel upset or you feel stressful. Always remember that all these things are in your hand, right? It is in your hand how you want to feel about a particular situation, right? It is left in your hands how you want to feel about a particular situation. So if you want to get upset, you want to stress out, and you want to get angry, it's in your hands either to do that or to be cool and calm and collective and avoid the situation and just stay, as peaceful and happy as you can be. That would be the best ideal thing. Because remember, stress also is bad, right? Stress is bad for health, and stress can lead to so many different kinds of trouble. Stress can lead to a lot of trouble. Yesterday evening, so as Peter was saying, maybe it is with the lighting work. So yeah, could be possible with the lighting. So today, this morning, it's not been bad. None of my UK or none of my UK or US viewers have come, and if that is the case, end it. I will end it pretty soon. Then maybe I'll just wait on, because even if I just keep it on and there's nobody interacting on my channel, then I'm not getting watch hours. So it's no point of just like, when was it? The other day I had a little over 1 hour watch, 1 hour, and I think I got 12 minutes. I was over 1 hour on the live stream, and I got something like about 12 minutes and some seconds watch time. So that made me realize that if there is nobody, just give her some more time, 10, 15 minutes, kind of. Because there have been times when, like, I've had just one viewer, all the others have gone, and normally, like, Pita is always interacting with me, but it's a work day today. So So usually what happens, I just tell her, okay, Pita, I think I will end in another 5 minutes or so. And then suddenly somebody comes and somebody else comes. And then again, there's a lull. And again, I say, okay, I think I should be ending it now. And then again, suddenly the conversation picks up and people return. So that's also a strange factor, right? Because of that, like I said, let it be, even if I get few minutes watch hours, because people are not interacting, it's quite okay, no problem. But I'll just keep my stream open, maybe for an hour. So it's okay. Many times people have said, "Oh, I just missed your live stream." Oh my gosh. Most times I'm like ending my live stream around 12 o'clock my time, and that's the time my sister is free to come on. And sometimes she says, when I come on, I find that you have already gone. One time, the other day, she was telling me, I came on live, but I saw you removing your headphones and putting it one side. So I said, "Oh, that means you have finished your live stream." So I told her, if you ever do anything, just write comments, like, so I know that you had come in. I can see what time you had come in. So just leave some comments. Sorry. So yeah, so she leaves the comments, but then I see the comments later on. Like, it comes up like in the comment section, not in the live chat section. And she's thinking that she's still on the live stream. So she type one message, very short: "Hello, brother. How are you? Very nice, to see you." And she'll say something about the team, and all little, little, little. And then I get the notification, and I see. My sister, my sister, my sister, my sister, my sister. I was wondering, how has it come over here? And then it struck me, oh, when I look at the time, oh, she came after I had finished my live stream. But she was thinking, so I wrote and told her, sister, you came after my live stream and you gave so many comments. She said, oh my God, yes. She said, that is what I also was thinking. Why no reply from you? So I said, you must always check and see because after some time you cannot make comments, and if you may see the live stream, like come up, but that's a replay. So if it's still fresh, few minutes, you can still like type over there, but it doesn't add to the live chat comments. It comes as normal comments, like how you comment on somebody posts a video, you comment, it comes as those kind of comments. So she said, that's why I was wondering why no reply from you. But I told her if you come on very late, then you will not see anything. Then it's only a comment. So you can just in one comment you can type whatever you want. Hello, brother. How are you? Blah blah blah. In one comment, so that you don't do so many comments. So the kind courtesy says when somebody comments more than once, you have to still reply to each comment, right? I always find something to say, even though it's my sister. And like she practically called me every day she calls me. More often than not, every day she calls me and we talk for a long time. Sometimes we talk for a short time, then she calls me again. So sometimes twice and thrice a day, at least twice sometimes she calls. Time is also passing slowly, and because of that, I'm also yawning a lot actually. That's why live stream is good when you do a live stream while traveling. But then you are showing the camera, you're using the back camera. So nobody can see you whether you're yawning or you're even sleeping and holding the camera. Nobody knows. But of course, I keep talking, I keep explaining throughout. I keep talking, explaining. Yesterday was very bad. My throat was so parched and there was nobody selling any juice or water or anything like that. Very surprising. It's peak time and people normally vendors are sitting there. So normally vendors would be selling stuff. But yesterday I don't know why. No, nobody was there. A few vendors I showed in my video yesterday. Few vendors selling some stuff. Oh, one was selling food stuff. Yeah, packed food. One was selling packed food. It's not a bad quantity. It's normally around 20, 25, 30 Thai baht. But quantity is not enough for me for my meal. It might be okay for a dinner if I have some other fruits or something extra, then it might be okay for my dinner. But for a lunch, it's not enough. The rice is too little. Sometimes what they give you, the chicken or the pork or whatever you order for, that seems to be even it's not that much, but like when you eat it with your rice, uh, you could have extra pieces left. So I'm sorry if I'm trying to stifle a yawn, but it's quite boring to just sit like this. And especially everybody, especially from the Filipino country, they tell me to talk slowly. I said if I talk slowly, very slow, I will drop off to sleep myself. So, and I hear many Americans they talk fast, and Canadians talk fast, and Filipinos also talk fast. So I don't know uh, in what way they have the problem, but okay. I try to slow down as much as I can. enough to avoid me going off to sleep. Enough to avoid me going off to sleep, but I cannot stop the yawn. Cannot stop the yawn. Okay. I had Anku, I had Saliram, but they just peeped in and left. Oh, now the tune that I suddenly started humming, the tune I suddenly started humming was the Great Waltz. Now I'm going a little off key. If you sing little loud, if you sing little loud, then you can sing properly on key when you're a little loud. So, gone little off tune there. I love. I was very interested to play the piano, but when I was young, to go for piano lessons to a music teacher, it was expensive for my parents. So I never did it. But later on in life, they started taking out these small kind of mini piano players. Like they started taking that out. So I did have a small one. Don't know where it's gone now. So on that, I used to try to play like Happy Birthday and a few other things I would play. And this Great Waltz, I would the Blue Danube Waltz. I would be able to play the opening bars, the opening bars. I would be able to play that at least. So, and when sometimes we used to go, and my mother will proudly say at parties and things like that, "Oh, yes, yes, you have a piano. My son can play the piano." I used to tell her, "Mom, you'll embarrass me. I don't play the piano. I just play a bar of the music. I don't play piano. I don't know how to play piano by notes. I cannot read notes." So I always tell her, like, don't embarrass me. And as it is, like I told you before, I don't like parties. I'm reserved. I sit quietly. After some time, she stopped. The the next Zubin Mehta can conduct music. Yeah, maybe I'll make a better conductor. But to be a good conductor, you really need to know music on the back of your hand. So, I you because your understanding every single thing I try to do. Too low. You're always there to lend a helping hand. But most of all, I love you, 'cause you're you. No matter what the world may say about you, I know. I know your heart will always be true. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. I get worried about YouTube singing on the YouTube videos. They'll come out with copyright, singing somebody else's song, so that's copyright. You're passing by somewhere doing a live or doing something, and some music is playing in the background, and you get a copyright for that also strike. So, and there's sometimes they say, okay, this is copyright, but YouTube or whoever it is it belonging to, they allow you to use it for YouTube. So some things you can still be allowed to use for YouTube, and other things you cannot use for YouTube. Exclusive copyright. And sometimes I have got partially blocked, partially blocked. So they say it's not a strike. You can still use your video. You can still, go public with your video, but it's partially blocked. So when I went into the to see more details about it, many of those songs are partially blocked in Russia. They are blocked in Russia, but yet the rest of the world, it's okay. They will be able to hear the tune, but it's only blocked for Russia. That's one thing why I say I like the algorithm. I don't really understand, but I like the algorithm. Means there's so much of algorithm features in YouTube. So it's marvelous the way they have designed it. So hats off to them in that way. But there are so many other things I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And when I watch other YouTubers, I'm not satisfied with what they have explained. I'm not satisfied. But what I don't know, I don't know. So that's it. I do not know it. I have to leave it at that. But I never stop. I never stop looking. I never stop searching. I never stop, trying to find out if I can get more information on those kind of things. So yeah, that's how. Afternoon now also the weather gets very, very hot, extremely hot. At these times I feel like in the previous place I had nice cross ventilation, so good breeze coming in. If I kept my front door open, I got very nice breeze coming in. But people pass by and things. Of course, I was the end unit, but still, I did not want to just leave it open. And yeah, so that's that. So I would have loved to play the piano even till today. But from young, was very interested in music, just music, instrumental music. I was very interested in instrumental music. And my favorite was James Last. James Last. With instrumentals, all the latest numbers in those days. He used to play all the instrumentals for that. It was really good. I can croak. I can croak very nicely. Right? I can croak very nicely, but I cannot sing. I hope one day croaking, I don't croak off. Yeah, I don't croak off. So it's almost coming to 1 hour. So I will soon be logging off. Soon be logging off. YouTube tutorial made easy. Yes. I go on and I get lost sometimes with the tutorials that they have, and there's no clear from one step to the other. You sometimes get lost, or the thing goes so fast they explain that you have to keep going back and forth. Nice gimmick it is, right? Go back and forth, so that you're playing their video longer and they get their watch hours longer. I don't believe in that. Make it simple for people, give them what they need, be very specific. And if somebody comments and says, gives a kind of a negative comment, I don't mind. Please give a little negative comment. If something you feel you tried it and something was missing, you can always give it to me. I can always, put something as a footnote. I can always do something. So, yes, if you read that second channel of mine, you do check it. You check it out, subscribe to it, watch it, and if you are new, I'm sure you will learn a lot from it. So you can, just give it to me. I just put in a little thank you note, and of course, so thank you, Anku and Saliram, for popping in. Unfortunately, I had no one staying on, so I am now ending this because it's been an hour. So thank you, Anku and Saliram, for popping in. Unfortunately, I had no one staying on, so I am now ending this because it has been an hour. Remember Martha, Stephen, Rusty, and Myrna and Nair. In in Nair in in your, okay, managed to get it in. So remember Martha, Stephen, Rusty, Myrna, and Nair in your prayers. And let me pin that up. Let me pin it up. Okay, that's pinned. And now I can safely log off. So that's that. And now it's time to say au revoir. Au revoir, right? So we don't say bye and goodbye. Au revoir means see you again in French. Au revoir, see you again in French. So I will end the live stream. Love you all. Those who will watch the replay, love you all, and God bless. Ding.